And the last one, we're gonna be mercifully brief with this. 800 to 900 yards from the place where the ovens were, the prisoners were squeezed into little cars that ran on rails. In Auschwitz, these cars had various dimensions and could hold up to 15 people. As soon as a car was loaded, it would be set in motion on an inclined plane that traveled at full speed down a corridor. At the end of the corridor, there was a wall, and in the wall was a door to the oven. As soon as the car hit the wall, the door opened automatically. The car would dip forward and pitch its cargo of living people into the oven. Right behind it came another car with another load, and so on.
The trains and the kill coaster both ran on time in Germany.
Yes. That's the Holocaustor. That's this just beggars belief, and it needs to be mocked. Not because we're hateful, because any honest man just has to laugh.
The reason they need to read you these stories at the end of the podcast is that they're not commonly known. They're not commonly known because they're generally considered silly, ridiculous, and have never, in fact, widely been perceived as true evidence of the occurrence of the Holocaust. Another one I've seen in memes that I'm surprised they haven't mentioned is the human sausage factory, or the one about the long walk where the Jew escaped and trekked 4,000 miles on foot all the way to British India. You know what? I'm actually wrong. Those were things that were fake, that were rumors in the Soviet Union. I guess that means the Soviet atrocities never occurred, huh? If people making things up means that massive historical events must not have occurred, will Woe and Corey apply this same logic to their belief in the occurrence of the Soviet atrocities? Shockingly large portions of Vietnam and other war vets have lied about combat experience and a lot of details surrounding their time in the war also. This does not mean the Vietnam War did not occur, or that these individuals were not actually even in the army, because they were. Very often, it doesn't even mean that they are intentionally lying per se. Sometimes they may just be elderly and recounting all sorts of false memories. There are other instances where people have held up nuclear weapons testing on Jews as some sort of silly story relating to the Holocaust that shows it's all fake. But if you take even just a moment to look into these specific rumors and claims from the period, you're going to find that they originally derive from Nazi Germany lying to their own population, their own soldiers, about incoming superweapons that were going to turn the tide of war. A lot of these fabricated testimonies are from people that seem to be genuinely delusional and lying about being even Jewish in the first place, while others are imagining or embellishing things that never occurred to them in their childhood, when they were very, very young.